I am going to make a shower for a doll using the box it came in, a plastic hanger, scrapbooking paper in different colors, buttons, and fabric, and ribbon. And for a smaller doll, I would probably use a shoebox or a decorative photo storage box. I cut a piece of material that's a little longer than my box and twice as wide. I fold the sides over twice, iron them flat, and run a straight stitch along the edge. I'm going to do the same thing to the top, only this time I'm going to make the second fold a little bit wider, sew on ribbon to decorate it if you like, and the shower curtain is done. Cut a piece of a plastic hanger that's the same width as your box. Carefully remove the top of your box. I cut my scrapbook paper into squares. Since the outside of my box is still clean, I'm just going to use a scrapbook paper to tile the inside. I begin gluing the squares to the inside. I use ribbon as a border to clean up my top and bottom edge. I cut off the rounded end of a hanger on an angle, glue it to a button. I trim the top curve until I get the angle that I like, and then glue on a large round button. Glue it to the top to be your shower head. Glue together buttons, beads, and crystal jewels to make the knob. Glue a silver button to the bottom as a drain. Slide the shower curtain onto the rod. I glued buttons to the sides and glued the rod to the button. I cut off the top of the hanger, cut it to the size I need, glue together a few buttons, glue the hanger to the buttons, glue it to the side of my box. I used a cut piece of fleece and some ribbons to make towels. I cut a corner piece of cardboard with a rounded edge. I glue scrapbook paper on top and a ribbon along the edge and glue it into the corner of my box. Use a cut piece of foam for soap. To make a hook, I cut off the hook from a hanger, glued it to a button, and added a jewel. And you're done.
Happy crafting!
Do you like to take photos of your doll crafts? Well, yeah, who doesn't? Did you know you can share them with us on Facebook for a chance to be in one of our videos? Just submit your photo in the same place that you would leave a comment. You can even Photoshop your own website onto the picture. It's like getting free advertising for you. See you on the next video. In this little bathroom, we're using a candle holder as a waste paper basket. Then I made this toilet paper holder using some more cut pieces of that hanger, and I glued it to a bottle cap. Then I took a small piece of toilet paper roll, cut it down to size, and then wrapped it with some fleece to make the toilet paper. For the toilet, we're using a can-do container, which is like a wipes container. And then we just put a little cut piece of scrapbook paper above it as a picture. I made a small little fuzzy rug to go in front of the shower. That fur was not fun. It was like everywhere and all over the house. So just warning you, that fur gets kind of messy. And now that our shower is all done, you can take a look inside. So I just pull back the curtain and you see the little soap dispenser, the soap holder that we made over here, little soap shelf, I don't know, whatever you call it. Anyway, it's got the little piece of soap on there, and then here is the little crystal knob, which I think is so adorable. And then we have our shower head up at the top, and I even thought about getting some, that cellophane looking ribbon, and then gluing the streamers to the top and letting it hang down so that it would look like water when your doll is in there. So I thought that might be a good idea to do in the future. And when I turn it to the side, you can see the little hook that we made. So if your doll has a robe, that would be a great place to hang the robe when she's not using it. And then I put a little picture at the top because I thought that would just be extra fun. So that is our little bathroom for now. And until we add on more. I am so bored.
Wait a second. I'll be right back. Ugh. Look what I found.
Is that the time machine?
Uh-huh.
We are not getting in that thing. Do you not remember what it does?
You said you were bored.
But Chloe, I was turned into a horse.
I like horses.
Oh, come on.
Think of it as an adventure.
Well, fine, make some room. But if I come back as a squirrel or something, you're so gonna get it.
Everything will be fine.
Now this is what I'm talking about.
Told you it wasn't so bad. Now, time to go.
But wait!
Come on, Sophie.
Unfortunately, Sophie and Chloe's joints are becoming a little too loose. They can't hold up anything anymore and it's making filming a little difficult. So they're about to go through a little operation and get the body of a live doll. So the operation was a success and both dolls are recovering nicely, and I think they're a little bit more proportionate than they were before. The neck is a little shorter, but I can live with that because it looks a little bit more realistic. And they've got all the pluses of a live doll where they can, touch their head and do all the wonderful things that live dolls can do. So I am very, very happy with our little transformation.
Well, that was a bumpy ride.
Never again will I allow you to put me in this thing.
But it was fun.
But wait a minute, Chloe, I think we're shorter.
Just a couple of inches. No big deal.
No big deal. But I'm shorter. Chloe, this is so cool. Look at what I can do.
Sophie, are you playing with your feet?
Yeah, but isn't it so cool?
Let's do the shout out.
Okay. We want to give a shout out to
Hannah and Brazino.
What's up? All right, Chloe, look at my feet.
I'm not looking at your feet.
Oh, come on. It's cool.
Disgusting.